up, everybody?
Yarr.
It's the Normies, Yarr, and we're back to watch Block Series. Season 3, Episode 5, 23.
All of the pirates are very loquacious. They don't quite talk.
XXIII.
Hey, I just want to say that my presence in Black Sail's reactions has been forgotten by everyone here except Marquetta. Thank you, Marquetta.
Honestly, I'm really glad to have you on the couch. We've been telling you how good of a show this is.
You watch Black Sails? And Chris, you also yesterday were like, you watch Black Sails?
I know.
I didn't see it in the first couple
Yeah,
seasons.
right? This is you've
You
been on
missed
like
the whole season, bro?
you've been on 3 episodes, dude.
I was there for all of season 1.
You prove it.
No,
Literally prove it.
He also was like, you just started watching. Damn it.
You're the newest addition to the couch aside from Cash.
Fuck, I'm the Todd.
Well, we're here to continue on with Season 3. It's getting really good.
Spicy.
We found, some big answers, regarding Mr. Scott, and yeah, things are getting hyped. So we're just going to get to it. Guys, remember, this is not a market substitute. Please watch it on your own time. We're using Hulu to watch it. You can do that as well. Then come back and watch this video for our review and discussion. If you want to get ahead on these episodes and check out the uncuts, please check out our Patreon. You can join it for free just to get updates from us, or you can choose to support us on there. It helps us grow our channel and do lots of cool things for you guys. If you don't want to do all that, just join us in the comments, and please hit the like button, because that's the best thing you can do for us.
For free
$99. And let's do it. It's about
Oh, it's happening.
I remember seeing the first flies set on her eyes.
Let her go, Flint. Be free.
Well, it sounds like John Silver talking.
No, he looks
That was the first moment
Yeah.
that I wondered what this moment would feel like.
No, it does sound like somebody.
Is it
It
Ben
sounds
gone?
like Flint.
No.
What do you say?
You can't see it yet, can you? You are not alone.
You're responsible for your crew.
Oh yeah, Mr. Scoot has been shot.
Yep. I have an uncomfortable pirate question for you guys at the end of this during the discussion. Remind me to ask.
Okay.
So wherever this island is, it's a small boat ride away from Nassau. It's a one-night journey from Nassau. It seems like, because there's no way.
Mr. Scott.
That is the king.
I know that king.
It's crazy.
Oh no, that king.
King.
Yeah.
But Scott, you king?
More like Coretta Scott. Am I right? Coretta Scott King?
What?
And
Martin
it
Luther
was
King's
just
wife?
yesterday.
What?
MLK Day was just yesterday.
That makes sense.
My fourth wife, Constance.
Of course.
On the bed. No hats on it, no brooms near it. Although it's been 6 years since I've seen her face. If I see a broom by her bed, I have to move it.
I feel that, man. You get these little remnants of your exes that change you throughout your life.
You think I'm having second thoughts? I know that you're conflicted about what you've left behind. The question is whether you can cling fast to the truth we both hold in our hearts, that a lion keeps no dead.
That is literally not true of lions.
Colors,
Spanish.
Drink.
signal the fleet. Set a course to pursue.
What?
Yeah.
Bro, you
Got
out of
some
your
balls
mind?
on you.
That's gonna be just
Blackbeard.
bad for Nassau.
I mean, I don't give a fuck. That's all they want to do is pirate.
Spanish ships are to be avoided. Yeah, for fear of reprisals against Nassau. I suppose that's one less thing to worry about now, then.
There.
They're gonna help Nassau with this.
Don't lions literally have dens?
But he means like the whole kingdom, Simba.
Did no one put up any resistance? Not even Vane.
Obviously, he took no part.
Oh yeah, Vane.
But it was all he and Captain Teach could do to escape.
Teach.
Teach? What the fuck?
Teach was there. How did you do?
Before the Rosario raids, there were whispers that Spain intended to retaliate against Richard Guthrie. I could not leave my wife and daughter in harm's way, so I secured them passage here, and I agreed to offer them support for my position in Nassau. But the scrutiny of wearing the crown made secrecy difficult. Once Eleanor was ready to assume control, I encouraged it so that I might manage the survival of both places outside the scrutiny of either.
That's awesome.
Playing 5-level chess, bro.
For as long as I have known you, you've been two wholly separate men.
Kind of like
Same,
you a little
yeah.
bit, Flint. Yeah.
They must find a way to steal what they need to live, and they will need help to do so. Your help.
Damn.
Purpose. Life purpose.
We would go out on the account, hunt for them, using this place as a hidden base for operations.
Nice.
And what if you can't convince her?
Then we die.
I will put the case as best I can, but if I feel that it isn't happening,
He saw that little knife.
Shit, man.
Yeah, I thought he took it.
then I get in close to the Queen and make it clear that
Oh.
either everyone on this crew is released with a guide to take them safely back to the beach, or the Queen dies within days of the King.
No, that's stupid as hell, bro.
Come on, Flint.
Even if you could get the knife to her throat and convince them to let us go, you would never get out of this alive.
He doesn't care. But you would.
Flint's been trying to die for a minute.
His
They're
men would.
gonna turn that place into Nassau .0,
Yeah.
.2.
And then start the war with other Nassau. Secret war.
A few hours ago, any magistrate in the Empire would have hanged me without hesitation. At the stroke of a pen, it's all gone.
The pen is mightier than the sword.
I sincerely hope this doesn't diminish your attractions.
We got no money. Yeah.
I mean, less money, but reputation, man.
Whoa.
I was
Damn, that's an
talk.
entrance.
Y'all can't do the lesbianics no more, though. The crown ain't down with that.
They're beefing.
Governor is going to announce today the formation of a governing council. 6 filled from his ranks, 6 filled from merchants native to the island. It will signal the governor's clear intent to give the people of New Providence Island a meaningful say in their own futures, and we would like you to bless it.
I'm sorry, are you offering me a seat?
No.
No, hell no, Max.
6 names have already been chosen,
You
and
should've
yours
won it.
is not among them.
I am the one they all come to here to make peace between them when no one else can.
You are a pirate. You held a share in an active crew.
But if I remain silent about this council, it will sow all manner of mistrust and apprehension amongst my colleagues.
Which is why you won't remain silent.
Really? Why?
You haven't offered me
Because
shit.
this is important to him. So the street understands that his intentions are genuine, and he means to be a friend.
Boy, you were swooned just really as
What the fuck is wrong with you, Guthrie?
Was I on that list? When you made the first of your lists of those you wanted to see dead, Jack, Anne, was I on that list?
My bro say
No.
yes.
Yeah, she was. You know she was.
The night I was taken, did you inform Hornigold where he could find me?
Well, I guess we know where we stand.
All right. So, like, she didn't offer her shit, though. She just threatened her. She was like, if you don't do it, it's going to suck for you. Like,
Shit.
Get your feet wet a little bit.
damn. This guy's a good fighter.
Somebody want to help Vane?
Bro,
He's just
how
shooting.
many of those things does he have?
He's got like 8 guns.
He's like the guy from, oh god.
It's
Revolver
smart.
Ocelot.
Smart though to like, because they're only like one shot
Boondock
each.
Saints?
Oh, yeah.
Might as well have a bunch of them.
Espera, por favor. Un último trago. Alice, give me some rum.
An honorable death.
That's nice.
I need you to listen.
I understand that you think that Flint is the answer to all of it. I would like to tell you that I agree, if for no other reason than to appease you so you can rest.
Are you gonna die to a dying man?
But if I, for a moment, doubt him,
They dead.
do you trust me to make this decision?
Do you think he can look her in the eye and say I'm trustworthy, all while having a plan to
Kill
put
her
a knife in her throat?
Oh man, I wonder what Scott's gonna do when he sees that.
I mean, Scott might be dead by
I
then.
don't know. He's really dying?
Yeah, he died.
Yeah.
I mean, he's got a bullet wound in his stomach and he's in the jungle. Ain't no doctors really gone. Surgery his ass.
I removed one of them from the cage last night. Those men, they are your life. I wanted to know it, at least a little.
Yeah, right when they reveal this, they're gonna like just kill him off.
I will be alright.
Okay.
His teeth are so white.
Veneers.
For like,
A pirate.
for this environment.
Everybody's teeth are so white.
Escape plan that involves the certainty of losing our captain, in lieu of potentially getting a powerful ally.
And if he tries and comes up short, we may lose our only shot of getting out of here alive.
You seem awfully eager to get rid of him.
We've propped him up because his strength as a captain was the thing that was going to keep us alive. But now, his death becomes our thing.
Damn.
Damn.
Savage.
Fucking Dick on Tarley over here.
Porque no rendiste. Si nos rendimos, los propietarios embargarían nuestros sueldos. Le quitarían el empleo al capitán. Encontrar empleo de nuevo.
Damn.
This is good information.
Pero si luchamos, tipo de compensación para nuestras familias. Yo fui soldado una vez. Es horrible. Como el dinero nos convierte a todos.
Damn.
Además, con lo que traemos
The
debajo.
utmost wisdom right now.
Oh, what you got below?
More gold?
¿Qué traes debajo? Es probable que ya ni siquiera esté ahí.
What do you mean it's
No
gone?
importa.
It's gotta be a person or.
It's gonna be a person.
Una nave llena de hombres muertos.
Kraken.
Para proteger algo que desaparece antes de darse a conocer.
Who is this dude?
Oh shit, they had information. They had a lot of information.
We gotta tape some shit back together.
Damn.
My lord, I think you know who I am. May we have a word in private?
I don't know who
Bitch, go away, no.
No, fuck her. I need her to. I mean,
Nah,
fuck them.
nah,
I need her to do
okay.
her thing.
Yes.
No.
Coming in here with the big clit energy.
Yes.
I know, right?
Big clip. Your accent is terrible.
They like flipped for me. Like I used to not like
Max and Eleanor.
Max.
Yeah. Yeah.
And now I'm like,
Man, she up to
Quit
something.
your what are you
She up to
doing?
something, bro.
What'd you call her?
Is that your job?
You say you want to be a friend of Nassau. Well, I am a Nassau.
Oof.
You question whether I deserve this friendship. So I suggest I substantiate my worthiness to enter into it with a dowry.
What?
Motherfucking pearls, baby. Put me on the team.
These are profits from running a tavern.
It's from the Spanish gold. Money you held out from the fort, your share.
Not as far as Spain knows. As far as anyone knows, the entirety of the Spanish gold was captured today in the fort by your men. And this comes from nowhere.
hell yeah.
All men can be corrupted.
No conditions.
He's like, well, yeah, it sounds pretty good.
It
See, the
comes from
Spanish is
nowhere.
right.
I love that.
What exactly would you want in exchange?
A seat on the council.
Bitch, you heard me.
An end to this conversation. An end to questions about my past. And a new beginning in which we all agree there is no history in this place anymore. Only a future.
She knows all the right things to say.
Boss ass business bitch, this motherfucker. It seems the tides have turned. Man, Eleanor's like, fuck, man, she's playing it all right out of the exact same shit.
She took everything, bro.
Billy doesn't give a shit if you die tomorrow. I should be with Billy. I understand the allure of ensuring that no one will ever think you the villain you fear you are.
Another dream, vision, hallucination.
Nah, man, he's just thinking about it.
Okay. Thought we'd see.
Do you think
There's Barlow
about
again.
me too? Do you?
Barlow's gone. He let her go.
Nah. I don't know if he let her go just yet. He's got to overcome this.
He'll have one more conversation.
Yeah.
Because she was like, you don't know what you need it for out there yet.
Yeah, I think that maybe in the end she's gonna be like, hey, what?
Yeah, there's no way you're getting close to the queen, dog. It's like a full ass room.
My plan,
She is gone.
it has gone away.
He left the knife.
Benetton going.
Oh my God! Why?
Oh.
That's not a knife. It's the knife.
Silver changed his mind.
He does have a heart.
Try to tell y'all all along from season 2.
No, Flint's been dope for a little bit now.
Yeah. He's always, you know.
Flint's been dope as hell since Charles.
Season 1.
Untrue.
I have great respect for your husband, and I know what he wants me to say. That you have no choice but to use me and my men to hunt for you. But let's be honest.
He's going with the honesty approach.
If that is all I can offer you, then my men and I are dead before the sun rises tomorrow. You have hidden in this place for a lifetime, but the moment that shot entered his belly, that veil began to unravel. And when that veil drops altogether, they will come for more. I am suggesting that we help each other start taking things back. And it starts with Nassau.
Oh shit! What?
Nassau
Cannot stay here.
is full of black folks now.
Secrecy. Is that not exactly the sort of place that could replace this? A place that you could settle?
You will run into the same problem.
Governor Woods Rogers holds Nassau town with a full company of British regulars.
Woods Rogers has an inoperative fort and an island full of hunters that may be placated for now, but could be awoken. That I could awaken.
Yeah, they all think he's dead if he comes rolling up there.
Man, he should run for president. He's good.
They turned when they thought I was gone, so I will come back from the dead and
get
lay
it, motherfucker.
claim to what I am owed.
Oh, this is gonna be so dope.
I could not possibly hope to defend it with my numbers.
For every man in your camp, there are thousands somewhere in the West Indies living under the same yoke, chained in fields, pressed.
Yeah! Oh, wow.
An alliance of pirates and slaves.
Oh shit!
How many consider joining that fight? How many thousands of men?
That's fucking cool. Did this actually happen? slaves.
Colonial power do when the men whose toil powers it lay down their shovels, take up swords, and say no more? Bring down Nassau. Maybe bring it all down.
Shit.
But,
woo! Sleep on that, Queen.
But eventually, the same thing's gonna happen, right? England's still gonna try to like take it over.
I don't know. I have no idea.
It could be inventories for silver shipments. It could be private letters to the goddamn king. It could be anything.
Captain.
It was enough for that guy to kill himself for the king.
Oh shit.
And a dossier on the new governor.
Part of an invasion plan.
It's just someone's notes.
Is there anything of value in it?
But not unless we have an interest in invading Nassau. Which I don't think we do.
Oh, but
We don't.
I mean, maybe you should hang on to it. It's information that could be sold.
The governor hasn't even been here that long.
He does.
How did they learn anything about him so quickly?
Oh, come on, Vane. He's a lost puppy.
I felt Fortune's other hand so many times, the one that takes instead of gives. Had it snatch away victories that by all rights should have been mine. That feeling I know too well. This.
Why is so salty, bro?
I mean, he's never just come into a shit ton of money like this before.
He's just
What would you do?
table full of just shiny things.
If you guys fuck, I'm gonna be disappointed.
Oh, they're definitely. They
No,
were
they're gonna
they
fuck.
were gonna fuck.
They're
for a
warming
while
up to
now.
fuck.
Oh yeah,
It's happening.
That oven's preheated.
They're fucking on top of the diamond.
Just moistening.
450 degrees.
If a stern chasers fired a shot at the most implausible angle, my brother was dead, and I had this.
Just warming her up with a sad story.
Yeah, that's what gets girls going.
He lost his bro hand.
No.
It worked. She felt the scar.
Well.
Well, the old brother died.
Yeah.
She's oh,
Jesus! That is white. Who are you?
The ultimate cockblock.
She's like,
I want some too, damn it.
Better kill her now. This is gonna leak.
About 6 months ago, I was approached by a man who introduced himself as John and said his employers wished to monitor your operation to retake Nassau.
Oh, it was the Spanish.
He offered me a significant amount of money.
She's a snitch.
And his employer is the intelligence department of the Casa de Contratación.
Spanish are on the way.
Oh. So the Spanish are gonna just attack him and take everything, or what? Like.
The department spies had learned of a series of transactions to exchange a significant portion of the Urca de Lima's prize gold for more portable commodities.
And he just accepted this bribe.
I was then asked if you had yet learned of this converted cash.
Ooh.
So standing outside the door just now, I found myself faced with two choices.
Okay, so she's actually kind of nice.
They're gonna kill her.
Report what I just heard.
I mean, she's being forthright.
You are considering keeping this money and know that Nassau will likely burn for it, and me with it. Or I could open the door, warn you of the full scope of the danger you face if you do not return the entirety of the hidden cash.
What you gonna do?
Like, I got Nassau now, bitches.
And fortune is taken from me once more.
I will see this money secured and return it with the rest of the gold in a matter of hours.
Okay.
Look at his face.
The department has estimated the approximate total value of the cash, and that is only half of it.
Of course.
Jack Rackham's out there with the rest,
Jack
boy.
Rackham.
There's Jack and Bonnie. There they are. Yeah.
Got a whole horse full of money, motherfucker.
Afraid I might have overlooked a critical step, something I'm not prepared to do. We'd need to change our names.
Who gives a shit?
I do.
His reputation is everything.
His legacy.
You're out of your fucking mind.
Charles was the only one they singled out. They could have mentioned us. They didn't. They have pardons for unrepentant murderers back there. If that is the case, then there are certainly pardons for us,
No,
too.
don't go back.
No.
They know who you are now. What do you mean?
Yeah, come on, Jack. Just. You'll know who you are.
You want to go back?
You stay. I'll meet you here. Stay off the road.
Oh my god, Jack.
Well, Jack,
Are you serious?
I mean,
your ego, bro.
You could have came up with like a cool
they
anagram.
said, I mean, legacy is everything to them.
It is, but like,
You know,
this shit might get you killed.
You could have came up with an anagram.
I mean, I'm sure a lot of men.
Anne will be the only last man standing because
Anne
she
Bunny.
has self-preservation in her.
Anathan Bonnie.
Jack goes back.
Did you hear? Runner said that Jack goes back. Like that thing.
And it's episode 23 that it happened in.
Please don't take this the wrong way. I didn't think there was a chance in hell that was actually going to work.
Me neither. Thank you.
Whoa!
We are equals.
Progress Arc. Growth.
We marshal whatever resources we can, as many ships as we can muster, and allies to sail them. Men resolved to defy the pardon and ready to join a war. Now we go find Charles Vane.
They're gonna have to link up with Vane and definitely kill Teach.
Teach is not gonna want to go back.
Damn, they gonna attempt to kill Teach.
Teach is gonna be like a partnership. Why the fuck would I? Oh no, there's a knife in me.
But it wouldn't be so much better if they got Teach to join.
Yeah, that'd be so cool.
It would, but I feel like Teach is such a hardcore radical who is very much set in his ways, who literally left and came back on specific. Like, he's such the person that he is that I don't think he can really be moved, persuade, or swayed. He is a fucking stone.
He's an old man though, who's had 9 wives. Maybe he'll just call it and be like, alright, you know what, fuck it.
Plus he still needs a son.
Gonna be the war to end all wars with pirates. Maybe he'll
Man,
join
well,
them.
they need to team up. It'll be the slaves. It'll be Flint's team, Vane's team, Teach,
Vane-
maybe Jack.
Jack, I don't know. He's gonna
He's
get
not
himself
gonna
fucked.
for
Like,
it.
he's gonna go back there and try to slip in and slip out.
Apparently,
A
Legacy
gang of
means that much to
ex-slaves
him.
and a bunch of fucking pirates all raging against the crown. I like it. This story reminds me of a story humans have been telling for a very long time. And it's about, as we expand out into the world, those parts of the world that are unregulated and then resisting regulations. You see the same thing with cowboys. You know, the Old West.
Red
look
Dead
at
Redemption.
Halo. Look at Firefly. Look at anything where like the humans
Halo?
expand out into the galaxy. That was how that's why they made the Halo armor, was to fight insurrectionists, because they were like, hey, you're living on these planets and we've got a new galactic order. You guys got to follow rules. And they're like, fuck you. I don't want to follow rules. I want to do what I want to do. And like, I don't know. That's just kind of like a human story about there's a balance between like regulation and like freedom. I think that you kind of got to strike well in order for society to work. And just seeing it here, just seeing it, it's always been around. It's really cool. It's cool shit, you know? Look at those fucking revolutionaries who had those 13 original colonies, and they're like, we want to be free and do whatever we want. We're also kind of prudes. And then the crown was like, hey, man, we need to tax y'all. And they was like, fuck your tea. And then shit blew up. And then America.
Boston Massacre, and then Alexander Hamilton.
Yep.
Great player.
Great player.
He was a player a little bit. I agree with you, but in this example, like, they're wanting Nassau to be like a better, still kind of civilized, like with some rule and law.
Yeah.
But you know, people like slaves can live there freely.
Yeah. It's like Teach is all the way over here. He's like complete 100% freedom, do whatever you want, fuck it all up. The British is over here and they're like complete rules and regulations, and then like Flint's in the middle and he's like, I think we can have both.
Why not both?
So that's why I like all sides of this argument, because they all think that they're doing the right thing. They think they're fighting for the right thing, except for Teach.
But they can't like pirate anymore though. Like
they
stealing
can't.
Spanish
They
gold.
can't take him back.
Yeah, but
Like, they're only not pirating because of
if
like,
the gold was like their last pirate job, I'm just saying like they can't like go around and like be pirates anymore.
Yeah,
It's like,
I mean, ideally, I think if you had your own
Awful.
country, all the people that were pirates, you would want to conscript them into the Navy and be like, help us to protect ourselves. But if you don't have any enemies to fight against, then I mean, you know what I mean? Yeah. Just like the OPA, once again, more references to the same thing that has continued and obviously will happen to human society throughout the fucking future.
Aren't there some civilizations out there, like in South America, and like some villages, some tribes that just aren't messing with civilization?
In Asia too.
The Sentinelese? The
Sentinelese on Sentinel Island?
Man, there's this one.
Would you say it's only a matter of time before we like?
I think right now, specifically for them, that they're kind of in this holdout where it makes sense for us to leave them be. They can't really integrate because of how far technology and disease and all the things have come, that they would just be wiped out. They wouldn't be able to survive. So leaving them alone, kind of like in their own little glass jar bubble thing, is fine.
Plus, they kill anybody that.
You know, if you look at the Mongols, though, they did a lot of really kind of progressive stuff. They were terrible, but they did a lot of like they let people keep their own religions and shit. And they were just like, hey, we're just kind of here to like spread what is us without exactly corrupting what you are. They got pretty far doing that.
There's this like village. I think Mark Hatter posted people who live in mountains and snow and like wear furry stuff, but then like people visit them and that's how they make their money.
Eskimos? Sorry, that's I didn't mean to say
I
that.
don't know, something. It was really cool. Mark Hatter posted like a while back. It was an article. It was really cute.
Eskimos an offensive term? Are they supposed to be called Inuits?
I want to go to Mongolia. It's like my
See, now
favorite
that.
place.
So I really enjoyed the
It's not
beginning.
updating.
I really enjoyed the beginning of the episode when Scott got to explain his story to Flint about Nassau and like everything else. It was beautiful.
Been running shit on the back end the whole time.
He was having his cake and eating it too.
He was, like most people do with cake.
See,
That-
now.
what else do you do with cake?
Now, if we went back and watched season 1, I bet it would be pretty dope.
Yeah, because you like notice Scott doing other things and stuff.
Yeah.
I really just like he waited until Eleanor grew up and
played
everything.
it so well. And he was the people that he was like at the beach when he was shot. Those were all the slaves that they acquired, right?
Yeah. He was probably like, hey,
he was like freeing them.
Work on this fort, but in like a week I'm gonna get y'all out, dog. Just be quiet.
Yeah. So even when he was telling Charles Vane to like not be working so closely with the slaves, maybe it was because he didn't want Vane to find out about the
which is tight too, because also like as like a slave, you'd be like, oh, all I gotta do is like a little bit of hard work for like 2 weeks, and you can get me out of here. All right. I mean, I don't kind of
not
trust
all
you,
slaves
but
are lucky at that time though. You just happen to be on Scott's Island.
most all slaves aren't lucky at all. But
like not at all.
Now they're not slaves anymore. They're just peoples. Congrats, y'all.
But like he just like literally stayed behind, left his family to like help Eleanor and like secure his family. I was like, that's just so beautiful. Like we need more Scots.
Yeah, I remember I took an extra class one semester. It was called the Frontier, and it was literally about like pushing west. But also like in the first class we learned about the trade, the slave trade, kind of like the way that the ships were going from Africa, and like they said it was just like stream of blood going through the ocean because they kept like dumping the bodies that like people who didn't make it, and it was just sharks there. Like the shark like created their own little territory there because it was so frequent. They were just like feeding. It was like a buffet for sharks.
Damn.
Oh, shark
It was
buffet.
horrible.
Oh, that is horrible.
There's a whole line of blood across the ocean.
That's terrible.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that's insane.
I like Teach's little angle about his story about his fourth wife that he remembers. People leave their
Constance,
marks.
what was her name?
Constance.
He's so salty.
I remember because I had an ex that used to recycle all the time, and then after we broke up, I just started recycling. These small little things that like your exes do, and then like, oh, that stays with you.
Yeah.
So Vane is a changed man.
Yeah.
He's definitely going back to Nassau.
Yeah, he's
and, he would not have given
but
rum
it's
to
not,
that guy.
I don't think he's changed because of Eleanor. He's changed because of the other relationship he
I think it's because of the talk he had with the Spanish dude that was dying.
Mostly that, and also Jack Rackham.
Well, he wouldn't have even had the talk with the Spanish dude.
I feel like he would have. I feel like he wasn't like that ruthless. I mean, he was ruthless, but I don't think he was like.
But if you look at his position on the island, he became important of he became an important person. People respected him. People also feared him. And remember when Anne was like, I've seen people do dumber shit just so that fucking Charles Vane says that you're a good pirate and you're the only person that made a career out of it. Like, he was the big man on campus. And it wasn't like he went from being like the big man on campus to like dropping out of school and just doing whatever the fuck he wants. You know what I mean? But like, he was on the island. He was a boss. And like, I know that he can be a boss as pirate on the seas and still make a big name for himself. But like, you know what I mean? He's going to die in a fucking knife fight against some random pirate one day. Yeah. And instead of being on the island and being like, yeah, like I died when they came for this shit and I fucking fought to protect it. Like, you know what I mean? Like kind of going down as like, just fucking huge, like badass. And him, Flint, Teach, and fucking Rackham,
Teach
like
is never gonna be on board.
just like they all know that they're like the super group needing to be made.
They're gonna force Teach into this.
They're gonna link up like Voltron and just like take over the whole island.
Is there like one more like badass pirate out there that can join this team that we haven't been introduced to?
Captain Jack Sparrow.
I mean,
oh my god!
He's not real.
Shut up! He's real in my heart.
Disney told me he was.
Did it seem like Flint had a problem with Teach though?
Yeah, I mean, Teach knows all those motherfuckers. He was like, Horny Girl's pretty much the only dude out here I respect.
I felt
Fuck
like he was
everybody
just
else.
more surprised. He was like, Teach was there?
Out of everybody to respect Horny Girl.
That's because Horny Girl's like old school pirate. Him and Horny Girl came up in like the same era. You know.
Fuck
yeah,
Horny
he's got the goatee and
Fuck
I like his.
He's the first guy to ever gotten pardoned.
Yeah, but he also got screwed out of his fort, so you know.
So he's fucking Fort Hurt?
To the fucking devil.
Yeah, he's Fort Hurt.
Fort Hurt.
He's homesick.
So the lady who I thought was being eavesdropping Annie, but she was actually very nice. She decided to tell him.
Well, she chose to be otherwise.
But she still took the deal to begin with and tell him for 6 months. He's shady.
Man,
that is true.
She gotta get paid though, however she can. She also didn't. She was like, I just thought it was for your investors. I didn't know it was a fucking Spanish Inquisition in this bitch. Look, man, I know Spain is out there and they're fucking shit up, and that's why they're burning the information because they're running some spy stuff. Also, really kind of like the old school pirate spy stuff. That's still like to know that the intelligence technology is still back there.
Yeah.
But like, if I was Roberts, I'd be like, man, this fucking island's on some bullshit already. I just got here.
Yeah.
Just made a deal. Just made the right step. Because real talk, if I'm almost called her Sam.
Max?
I was almost gonna say, if I'm Max, I'm like, if I don't get my way, like, I'm just gonna drag my feet. Like, I will fuck this shit up for you on purpose. Like, I need status in life, and it's the only way I'm gonna get it is like a fucking black lady who used to be a whore on an island. Anywhere else in the world, I'm a piece of shit. But here, I can, like, I'm not giving up on that. Y'all have to kill my ass.
I like what she's doing. She just has, like, really big dick energy, like, walking in and stuff.
Yeah.
And she also...
It's like...
Biggest dickus.
Big clit energy.
Big tit energy.
I know, like, she's been making stand for herself and, like, with people on the island and pirates and blah, blah, blah. But, like, this is a whole other ballpark. Like, you need to be careful, like, walking in with all these people with guns and British army.
Yeah.
They could have fucking done anything.
Yeah, her character progress is, like, my favorite thing right now because if you remember in season 1, like, I
did not like
because she was so emotional. Like, she was making
dumb.
terrible decisions, and they were all like based on emotion instead of, and like Eleanor was like thinking things through. You know what I mean? And she was doing what she had to do, which wasn't always like savory.
You know.
But she was doing it because of like reasons. She had like a list of reasons where she was doing things. She had like a brainstorming session, a SWOT analysis before making it. And like, Max was just like, I feel like doing this, so. And now it's like the reverse, where like she's like falling for this guy.
Oh my god.
Oh my god!
Look,
what happened to you?
I just want to say,
what are you drinking?
now every girl when a guy tells us that story, we want to kiss them, okay? I want to hug them.
Yes.
So you know,
not if there was already some like palpable tension.
Yeah. Okay, palpable tension. That's a whole other story.
Yeah, a little bit. So Max reminds me of Cardi B a lot. She used to have to like, show her ass to get money, and then she started making her own money, and she was like, all I really want to need is mine. And she's like, shows up, she's like, you know what I want? You know what I need? Motherfucking respect. She's gonna fucking put an album out next week.
Those is Bloody Shoes.
Yep. She recorded on one of them wax cylinders.
Needs to. Her accent is still weird.
I love it.
You don't like it still?
I love it.
I think
it's
been like 3 seasons.
It grew on me.
Well,
I am sitting as a chief.
Also, I really liked Eleanor's entrance with all like the gunmen and stuff.
Fucking red coats.
I know. She just walked like, hi.
With a red
guess
dress.
who's
Like
back?
she's a red coat now.
Right? Yeah, fucking red coat. Bring that shit over here. See what the brown coats will do to you. Fuck you up. I think that's a 5 for
The regulars. I forgot they're also called the regulars. Like,
yeah.
British regulars coming. When what's his name? Paul Revere was right.
Hey.
The redcoats are coming.
Hell yeah.
Said, the regulars are coming. The regulars are coming.
Don't sleep on Paul Revere. I seen his tombstone. It was dope.
So
that's pretty cool.
What do you think about?
Really?
Weren't you there? Didn't you go to Boston with us? Oh, you did. Oh yeah.
What do you guys think about Rackham's decision?
Silly.
Dumb.
I mean,
short-sighted.
Idiot.
Yep.
Yeah, but I mean, like, I'm just trying to think about like his whole progression. Like he was nothing, and then he joined Vane's crew, and he built himself up to quartermaster there.
If he just thought about
he lost that. Yeah, I mean, like, he's it's been ups and downs, and then like he was at the peak, like he was Nassau with Max, and now he's got the money.
If he just thought about it, he would be the only one that got away with the actual Urca de Lima gold.
Yeah.
So like the reputation would have spread itself.
It would have spread, but it wouldn't have been Jack Rackham's reputation.
Yeah, but
it would have been whoever he became. You know what I mean?
I know that he needs that because he wants to go down in history as being that dude. But like, if it's between motherfuckers knowing who Chris Johnson was or this actual person right here living up his best life and spending all his fucking money.
Yeah, I mean, I would have.
I'll be doing that.
I would have.
Right? Be on a beach, getting that old blowjob sandwich and not talking to nobody. And just living my best life.
I would have dipped, but I guess like it speaks to his character that like he's willing to give up like all that just for the name.
Man needs a legacy.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I'd have a son and name him Jack Rackham.
Too, because I mean, I know what happened in between them, but like, and now they're still together.
Yeah.
So he's
They're
just like,
he's got everything.
I love my name more than.
He's got everything. He's got the money, the boats right there.
Yeah,
come on, come on, Jack.
My favorite part of
you
this
got the girl.
episode though was Flint's like
you just meow.
his last thing with
the Queen of the Island.
No, not the Queen of the
Jack
Island.
or John?
But his last kind of farewell with Barlow. Barlow.
Was that a farewell, you think?
Was that the farewell?
Yeah,
that wasn't the farewell.
The other, it was death.
They
It was
disappeared.
literally
I mean,
death.
they disappeared. She told him, "You are not alone." And when he turned around, they weren't there anymore.
Yeah.
And he took her across the. Usually, like when you take somebody on a boat across like a body of water,
Like the river Styx.
It means separation.
Yeah, and then he chose life.
Death was literally
in the living world too. So
I think he did.
That was a good episode, man.
It was
really good.
I'm really glad you joined the couch, dude.
I know. I'm glad to be here.
I literally
Thank
don't
you guys
remember
for letting
you.
me join late.
Like we watched Black Sails yesterday, and I don't even remember him then.
You were there yesterday? Damn. Is that even in your notes? Do your notes just say, I was here?
I need to remember.
I can find my season 1 notes.
I literally don't
I
remember.
am gonna go pee in the sink.
Bye.
Thanks for watching Black Sails with the Normies. Check us out on Patreon for early access and uncut content. Also check out our live gaming channel, merchandise, and social links in the description. Shout out to Smoke'em, Joe, Lewis, Ruby, Jesse, Allison, Tristan, Edward, Kelly, Keyboard Junkie, Sean, the NYR fans, ZJP, and Diet Dan, and we'll see you next time.